guys? My name is Brandon and welcome to Audio Addiction, where you can find the latest album reviews, you can find our band interviews, and you can find live video of concerts that we get. However, I've been really lax on those as of recently. I hope to be getting more in the future. We're going to a local show on not this Wednesday but next Wednesday, and I'm also going to see ABR, the Messengers tour, in the new year. So I hope to give video of that. May or may not live stream it. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to do a live stream of it. I would certainly like to. But yeah, definitely check that out when it comes out, obviously. But as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing a top 10 of Unsigned Artists of 2016. Most of these, if not all of them, had a release this year, and I just wanted to kind of highlight some of my favorites. But I will also be doing a top 20 of my favorite albums of this year, as well as I'm gonna do top 5 or 10, I don't know, top whatever, of concerts for 2017 and most anticipated releases of 2017, and then also doing a band thank you video, as well as just things that I picked up over just this year in terms of music related stuff. So if you like me to do that, make sure to let me know in the comments like I just mentioned. But without further ado, guys, I'm going to be doing a top 10 unsigned artists of 2016. Hopefully there will be shit coming across my face or something, whatever. Edit, guys, do it. Doing unsigned artists, like I said, most of these people have had releases in this year, so I'm hoping to highlight some of them. But the first band on the list is Hollower's Forking Paths. I did a review of their album, as well as I did an interview with them, so if you have not checked those out, go check those out. But I really thought this album / EP was just an amazing work from just two guys. I was just flabbergasted by the amount of just technicality and just intricacies of each individual instrument in this album. If you have not checked it out, go check that shit out. Definitely one of my favorites of this year, and just blew me away in terms of unsigned artists. I just don't know how these guys aren't signed yet, but I figured I would give them a little bit more, promotion. But these, I feel like, they just deserve either being signed or something like that. Definitely being much bigger. They're just super talented guys, both of them are, and it just blows me away that it's just two guys who made this album. It's just kind of nuts. And they're also working on new material. They said that this album was actually pretty old in comparison to, they obviously released it now, but just it's been old music that they've written. So I'm super pumped for any new music, maybe in 2017, who knows. But I'm really excited for these guys, and hopefully they get much bigger. And again, I'll make sure to leave a lot of these bands, at least the names and maybe some of the social media and stuff, in the description below. So definitely go check out all of these bands if you have not. The second band that I have on my list is Bill Murray's. He did 3 different albums, but if you are unfamiliar with Bill Murray, well, first of all, he's an actor. But the second thing is that he's an artist. He is actually the side project, one of Johnny Frank's side projects, or only side project. But he makes music on the side. Obviously he does production, and there's been a lot of bands that have worked with him. But it was cool to see him get back into music. I've always endeared Attack. Obviously, their music isn't crazy technical, but it's just more nostalgic over anything else. And I really thought he was just a talented guitar player, as well as a singer, and obviously this shows. These 3 albums have been really amazing. The most recent one, Letters, is probably my favorite one out of all 3 of them. It's just got this heaviness, this grit to it, and it's cool to see him go back and just make music again. And I know he's done albums in the past, but it's just cool to see him just remaking music and finding his passion for that as well. I really think he just does an awesome job, and again, he's one of my more underrated guitar players slash singers. So again, it's really cool to see him just kind of do his own thing and do what he wanted, and just I think he really nailed it on a lot of these tracks. And I would certainly love to see him maybe tour under Bill Murray or whatever in 2017, hopefully. But I really think that he just does an amazing job, and to me, it's something that I feel like you guys should check out if you haven't already. So go check that stuff out. Bill Murray, he did 3 albums. The only one I can remember off the top of my head now is Letters, but I know he's done at least 3 this year. The third band that I have on my list is Seraphim. They also have worked with Johnny Frank, which is kind of ironic that I put them both in the same list. But their newest EP that came back out in March of this year, it's called Tabula Rasa. If you have not checked that out, go check that out. They're also doing like a video series for each one of their tracks, and I think that's such a cool thing. Obviously, bands have done that before, but I really think they know how to tie in the music with the videos. I really think that's amazing as well, and just the album in general has been really great. Jordan's vocals is something that is very unique to that band, and something that I'm always like, oh, that's Jordan from Seraphim. But they just did a really good job at, like, he balances his screams, like really good screams, and he's got an amazing clean voice. I would say one of my favorite clean voices in the scene at the current moment. But he's just got a nuts clean, like crazy clean vocal range, and he's definitely been in some Johnny Frank videos. If you have not checked that out, but he just does amazing work, and I'm excited for Seraphim in just 2017 for them. It's been really cool. Just a really great album, and I really think that these guys should get some bigger exposure. The fourth band I have on my list is Hung. We did an interview with them, but if you have not checked out their newest record, Jurassic World, it's an excellent record. It kind of reminds me a lot of like Polyphia, like Born of Osiris. Just it's very technical, very like great stuff from those guys. Awesome dudes as well. We also did an interview with them a little whiles back, but they did an amazing job on this record. Shout outs to Barnaby, he's the man. But I'm excited for them. They also announced that they will be having new stuff out in 2017 as well, so I can't wait for that. But overall, I really enjoyed Jurassic World. I think it's just technically brilliant, and just the way he meticulously spends on just like arranging tracks and stuff like that, and just the overall aesthetic of the album. I think he really just nailed it, and I can't wait to see what they pump out for 2017. I'm really stoked on it. So if you have not checked out Hung, definitely go check them out. I make sure to leave them in the description, so hopefully I will have those up in the description for you to check out. The first band I have is Illogenia, or however you pronunciate it, but they just released an EP called Verania. I also did an album review of that as well. But this album is really great, considering it is their first like EP and sort of thing. But they just did a really killer job. And I think they have definitely a lot of potential. They remind me a lot of like Veil of Maya, definitely Born of Osiris as well, Polyphia, stuff like that. They remind me a lot of those things. I know I keep mentioning those 3 bands, and just those 3 artists, but they have a lot of stuff that differentiates themselves from other bands. Illogenia has a female vocalist, Lyra. She's amazing. Shout out to you, Lyra, and the rest of Illogenia. You guys are the best. But they just do an awesome job. Their EP was really great. Obviously, I purchased it, but they did an amazing job. So if you have not checked that out, go check that out. Go check out my review. Go check out their tracks as well. The sixth band that I have on my list was actually one of the earlier bands that I did with Audio Addiction, but Belly Noir's new record, I can't even remember the name because I'm an idiot and I blanked out, but I'll try to put it in post. But they just put out a new record this year as well, and I really enjoyed the hell out of that thing. It was great. Just something different for what I'm typically used to listening to. It's got this kind of post-rock vibe to it. as well as, you know, some things that I do enjoy from other bands. But Joey Lancaster's voice is amazing, and just you know, I'm super pumped for what they do next. This EP was really a killer EP, or not EP, it's an album. But just great work from those guys, and you know, they kind of remind me a lot of like trying to think who they remind me of. They remind me of like if Tides of Man had a vocalist in their newest record, Young and Courageous. Kind of has, again, those post-rock vibes to them. But great work from those guys. Couldn't say anything better about those guys. They just do amazing jobs. Shout outs to you, Joey, not Joni, Joey, of Belle Noir. But you guys did an amazing job on your newest record, and again, I can't wait for new stuff. I don't think it will be out this year, but excited for it. The next band I have on my list is Jason Richardson. He just released a new record called, I don't even remember that one either, but honestly, it's a great record. I'm really like just blanking, but he just did an awesome job on his new record as well. He had Luke Holland on the drums for this record, and if you didn't hear, they are going to be on tour with Polyphia and Covet. Just an amazing tour. Can't wait for that. It's going to be a shred-tastic tour. So if you're going to that one, definitely let us know. We're going to try to be going to the Philly one and the New Jersey date. So let us know what's going on. But the Jason Richardson record, I'll be honest with you, I play guitar, and it made me not want to pick up the guitar for probably a good week, if not more. But just Jason Richardson's a gnarly guitar player, probably one of the best in the genre. Hands down, up there with like Tosin Abasi, Javier Reyes, trying to think who else might be in that tier, but just insane guitar player tier level. He's just a monster at making tracks and just making albums and stuff, and I can't wait for new stuff from him as well. He always, you know, brings it, so super stoked on that one. The next band, number 8 on my list is Black Bear. He released a new album as well. Completely forgot about that one too. But I've been listening to it recently, and you know, I really enjoy what he does. I've always enjoyed what he does already. He has his like R&B sort of style to just the way he creates tracks and stuff, and that might come out of left field for a lot of you. But Black Bear is one of my favorites artists, like R&B sort of soul artists. Obviously he does a lot of other stuff, but that's what I attribute to the closest, at least. But he just does an amazing job, and it's cool to just, you know, like if I'm going to a metal show and I'm driving home, it's cool to put on some Black Bear or like something real mellow and just chill and stuff. So definitely enjoyed that record a lot this year. It's just been a really good year for him as well. So I'm excited for 2017 and what he'll be bringing to the table. Number 9 is one of my favorite YouTube stars. Her name is Daniela Andrade. She released a EP this year called Sure. She actually did a tour for that, but she had to cancel the Philly date, and I'm hoping to go see her in February. But I love her work. I think she's like one of the more underrated, like, I guess, musicians that came from the YouTube space. She's known for doing like a lot of covers, but I really think she shined on this EP. I enjoyed the hell out of this EP. I had it on repeat for probably months. But it's just got this cool, chill vibe to it. She's got an incredible voice, very like angelic, kind of like glassy almost. But it's got a really nice play with the type of music that she makes and stuff. And this also might come out of left field, but that's I love those sort of like acoustic-y, sort of like atmospheric sort of like EP albums. So definitely should be on this list, and that's why she is on this list, because I think she's totally underrated, and I can't wait for her to get much larger, obviously. And the last band that I have on my list is from Australia. They're called Polaris. They released an album this year called The Guilt and the Grief. That album is crazy. I actually found out about this band through Ryan Sue. He plays guitar on YouTube, but he joined Polaris either last year or the year before that. But he was talking about that he was going to be joining a band, and this album EP came out great. They had Marcus Bridge of North Lane feature on one of their tracks. I think it was the last track of that EP, but that came out so great, and I can't wait for them to be touring the US soon, because they're just such an underrated band. They are not signed either, so it'd be really cool to see if they get picked up soon, especially in the new year. But they just killed it on that record, so definitely go check that out if you haven't as well. A lot of these bands have been like metal, progressive metalcore, but I've had a few sprinklings of other bands, so definitely go check all of those bands out. I'll make sure to leave them in the description. Let me know again your top 10 or top 5 of unsigned artists for this year in the comment section below. I was gonna say description, but I didn't. But thank you for checking out the video. Hope to be bringing you some more like top 10ish style videos for the end of this year. And I just want to thank you guys for supporting Audio Addiction over 2016. It's been an amazing year, and I can't wait to bring you some new stuff in 2017. So thank you guys so much. We hope you got your fix, and we'll be talking to you later. Peace. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Of course, if you enjoy what we do, make sure to go check out the other series we do. We do album reviews, we do band interviews, and we do live videos, so definitely go check that out. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps our channel, helps us grow. Make sure to hit that like button as well. Go follow us on social media. That's all down below. We try to keep that as updated as possible. We also made a new website where we'll be posting photos of upcoming concerts and stuff like that, which you can go check out at audioaddictionmedia.com, and come get your fix with us, guys. Talk to you later. Deuces.